folks, it's Dr. Brenda, money coach and the creator of the Gutsy Women Club, where women dare to dream and take bold actions to follow their heart's journey. So I am in the midst of, actually long after in the midst of getting my 2021 RVing schedule all set up, and I've made a lot of campground reservations. I've been on the road now for 7+ months, and I've begun to realize, what's important to me in terms of where I am staying. And first of all, I'm not much of a boondocker. My RV doesn't boondock so well. I don't boondock so well. The cats don't boondock so well. I do like to have electricity and water. Full hookup isn't always necessary. Typically the state parks, I can be there for 2 weeks and I can certainly get by without having a full hookup. So that being said, the demand for power and water means I have to be a little bit selective. I also work from my rig, so I need AT&T or a connection here to get the Wi-Fi. So those are the types of things I'm looking at, but I want to talk about sort of how everything else plays out in terms of my considerations. So I've got location, price, amenities, and then thanks to this campground, I've really added another biggie to my list, and that is the size of the campsite itself. So this is my location. It's my location for 2 months. I'm at the back end of my stay here, so I think I've got about 3 weeks here yet, and I chose it primarily because of location. This is my view. I'm at South Padre Island in Texas, so it's really hard to beat the view. The weather is also very important in terms of location. It's a little bit windy today, but I'm going to walk you over to the campsite. So this is a KOA, and it typically has a lot of activities, not so much this winter because of COVID. So I'm paying over $1,000 a month. It does include electricity and cable and Wi-Fi, but nevertheless, it's a pretty steep price. So I am parked here, and so first of all, I'm paying quite a bit, and I'm not getting the amenities. There's a swimming pool. I'm a weather wimp. I'm generally not going to head to the pool and jump in the water. It's a heated pool, but I'm not using it. So the amenities I'm really looking for is, clean restrooms. So this is where I am parked. Here's the biggie on this one, is that we are parked in here like sardines. Okay, so I am on this edge, and you can see we've taken a lot of our gear down because it was windy and rainy last night, but I am right on the edge. I'm a tiny little RV compared to my neighbors there. My tent is down, but when I put that up, I actually knocked my head on the neighbor's slide out. So this is just ridiculous. When I'm in the RV, I can see what the neighbors are doing if I have the windows open, which of course we all like to have our windows open. And then you better hope you've got good neighbors. So on this side, I've had some partiers who, left the night with bottles of vodka on the table. I have had to get up in the middle of the night and ask them to please turn the outdoor TV off. I've had a couple of totally out of control barking Pomeranians. So it's when you are squished in like this, all your neighbor's business, and there's just not the privacy, there's just not the space. So I am already looking at coming back to South Padre Island, but there is a county campground just down the road, and that's you don't have as many amenities. Some of the sites, it's so-so. it's a mixed bag. So some of the sites look pretty attractive, more spacious. So I'm going to see if I can switch over to that for next winter if I do decide to return here. But I tend to stay at Corps of Engineers sites and state parks, national parks, where there's generally a little bit more space between the RVs, and I have discovered that that is a very important factor to consider. So I've got an amazing location, but the downside of this location definitely is the campsite space. So these are things that I take into consideration as I plan into the new year. And I knew that the space would be tight, so I read the reviews. I knew that going in. So anyway, a little bit too tighter than I would like. Hey, please subscribe and follow me along on this journey. I hope you're doing well. You take care. Bye-bye.